friends, welcome to technical series of videos for SEBI LODR regulations. Today is regulation 17, that is board of directors. So in this video, I'll walk you all through with the composition of board of directors. Second, number of independent directors required under the regulation. Third, shareholders approval via ordinary resolution and special resolution required under the regulations and its timelines. Fourth, in case of continuation of directorship, what are the provisions and timelines? And fifth, in case of vacation of the office by the director, then what are the provisions and timelines? So be in the video until the end. I will also give you the example of Reliance Industries Limited to bring more clarity on this topic. One more thing, if you have find my video helpful, please like and share with your friends and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any important video. So let's start. First, the board composition. So as per the regulation 17, there should be optimum combination of executive directors and non-executive directors on the board of the listed company, and there should be one woman director in the board. Okay, so as per the act, non-executive director should be not less than 50%. So it should be 50% or more. So at least half should be the non-executive directors on the board. Let me give you one example. For example, in ABC Limited, which is listed company, the board of directors strength is 9. Okay, so there are total 9 directors. So if we divide 9 divided by 2, at least half, so it comes to 4.5. So every point should be converted into whole number, next whole number. So it is considered as a 5. So on that board, out of 9, there should be at least 5 non-executive directors and 4 can be executive directors, which should also contain one woman director. So this woman director can be either executive or non-executive. Okay, so clear? Now in case of top 1000 listed companies, so this is based on the market capitalization issued by the stock exchange. Then in such company, there should be one independent woman director on this board. So I have made a separate video for this woman director provisions, so you can check it on my YouTube channel. I will also mention the description link on the description box. Okay. Now next, number of independent directors required. So this depends upon the chairperson. If the company is having regular chairperson on its board, then and its such chairperson is non-executive directors, then the number of independent directors required are 1/3 of the total board. Okay. So if the company is having say 8 non-executive chairperson and board strength is say 9, so 9 divided by 3, so 3 should be independent director. Okay. Now if the chairperson, there is no regular chairperson in the company, or say the chairperson is not non-executive director, so he can be the executive director, or the chairperson is non-executive director but he is promoter or related to promoter group. In all such cases, there should be half of the board, that is 1/2. Okay, half of the board should comprise independent directors. One more case, if there is outstanding SR equity share, that is superior voting rights equity share issued by that company, in such case also half of the board should comprise independent director. Let me give you the example of Reliance Industries Limited. This data is based on the corporate governance report issued by the RIL for the quarter ended 30th June 2024. Okay, so the board comprised of RIL are total 14 directors. So the chairperson is Mr. Mukesh Ambani, who is executive director, MD, and related to promoter group, right? So in this case, 50% of board should comprise independent directors. So out of 14, there are 7 independent directors on the board of the company. So if you wanted to check this, you can simply write in Google BSE India. In this, once the BSE website opens, you can see the right hand side, there is word get quote. Just below that, there is one rectangle in which you will able to write the Reliance Industry. Don't write the whole name of the company, write Reliance IND or something. You can write that. Then click enter. So Reliance Industries Limited tab will be open for the company, and on the left hand side you will see the so many options. Out of that, select corporate governance, click on that. So you will able to see the corporate governance report for the last quarter, and you will able to see the board composition in that. Okay. Now next, appointment and reappointment of every director shall be approved by the shareholders within a period of 3 months or immediately next general meeting, okay, whichever is earlier. So every appointment and reappointment should be approved by the shareholders in case of this listed company. Now next, if any non-executive director, if the company wanted to any non-executive director whose age is 75 years or more, or if the company is already having some non-executive director whose age is about to reach the 75 years, then in such case shareholders approval should be taken via passing special resolution, okay, with explanatory statement giving justification for such appointment, okay. So there is no timeline specified, but it is assumed that if the director, in case of continuing director, the director reaches the age of 75 years, approval of shareholders are taken by a SR before that, okay. Now in this case, appointment and reappointment of every director, ordinary resolution is required, but in case of 75 years of age, special resolution is required to be passed, okay. Okay, I hope I am making the concept clear. Okay, next, in case if the any director's appointment, that is MD, managing director, manager, or whole-time director, that is executive director, appointments is rejected by shareholders earlier, then in such case prior approval of shareholders is required, okay. The board cannot appoint without prior approval of shareholders, and which should also give the justification why the board or NRC is recommending such appointment, okay. So next, now the continuing director. So this continuing director provision is applicable with effect from 1st April 2024. So now from nowadays it's applicable, right? So if any director is serving as a director on the board of the company for a period of 5 years or more, then it should be approved at least once in every 5 years by the shareholders, okay. Now if there is one director who is serving for 5 years or more period as on 31st March 2024, then in such case approval of shareholders is taken in the first general meeting conducted post 1st April 2024, okay. So this is the continuing provision. Now this provisions, there is one exception in this. So it is not applicable to appointment continuing director, which is independent director, managing director, full-time director, that is executive director, and manager, and the retiring director by rotation as per the section 152(6) of the Companies Act. So if not applicable in this case if the shareholders approval is taken under SEBI LODR, any SEBI LODR regulation or under the Companies Act, okay, then this shareholders approval for every 5 years will not applicable to this director's appointment. In other case, that is in case of non-executive director, it will be applicable. So there is one reason why this is written, because independent director can be appointed for a maximum tenure of 5 years, right? So it is approved by shareholders at every 5 years if they are appointed second time. So it is presumed that shareholders approval will be required under other regulation of the LODR or say under the Companies Act. So that's why it is written that it is not applicable to this independent MD, manager, full-time director, and retiring director by rotation, okay, because approval is anyways taken in the under the another regulation. I hope I am making it clear, okay. Next, in case of vacancy of office, now every vacancy of director should be filled at the earliest but not later than 3 months. So it should be filled within a period of 3 months from the date of vacancy. Now second, in case the composition is affected, that is this composition, number of independent directors required, number of NED, ED, and one woman director requirement. If it is affected due to expiry of term of any director, then in such case such vacancy should be filled before the last date of such expiry of that tenure of the particular director. Let me give you example. We will continue with the example of Reliance Industries Limited. For example, there is Mr. A who is independent director. So his tenure is getting expired on say 30th September 2024. Okay. So due to this, now strength will be post he will leave the company. I am giving just example. Okay. So the remaining director will be 13. Okay. So if we and since the chairman is executive director and promoter, so 50% will be applicable, right? 50% ID should be there. So if we divide 13 by 2, it will come to 6.5. So again 7 should be independent director out of 13. So now if that one Mr. A will leave the company, then the number of directors ID will be 6. So it will not comply with this provision, this regulation. So in this case, RIL has to appoint the independent director before 30th September. That is in replacement or with effect from 1st October. There, if the close with the expiry of term is with closing of business hours of 30th September, then there should be at least one new director before that or with effect from at the earliest 1st October 2024. This was only example. There is no such case in RIL. Okay, I am just giving example to making the things clear. So I hope I have made the things clear. If you still have any query regarding this, you can simply write comment below this video. I'll definitely try to resolve your query. Stay connected for more.